Hey, they might could do it better. I ain't tripping off all that shit.
What's going on, man? We in the building, man. Popping shit. I got Ahjee in the building, man. Pop that shit, G. I want something to stand out to me about you. So, what does this 777 Survivor mean?
Yeah, that's just my bio. Like, my name is Ahjee Forever, but then the Forever is spelled with the 4-3. And the 4-3 just makes the 7, you know what I'm saying? 4 and 3 makes 7, and 7 is like the number of completion. And it's like just a heavenly number. Like 7 just means, you know what I'm saying? People say it means good luck. So 3 sevens is just, it really just mean that God is with me, you know what I'm saying? So I use the number 7 as a representation of like God created the world, you know what I'm saying? Like 7 is complete.
Yeah. So, in your earlier music, I heard you talk about not selling your soul a lot. Did you come across a situation like that before?
Nah, it just, sometimes in the industry I see how artists, you know what I'm saying, with 360 deals, a lot of artists sell themselves out, so to speak. Like, they change the way when they get the fame, they just change the way that they should have been, like, yeah.
I thought you was actually talking about like selling your soul.
Nah. No demonic shit.
Yeah, so now, back then you used to have the bars and shit, you were real lyrical. So what are you doing now with your music?
I'll say that over time, I started writing raps when I was 14. And that's great. Most people, you know what I'm saying, most rappers, they've been rapping like at the lunchroom, cyphers, freestyling with their friends ever since like junior high or early stages of high school. So for me, it just took time for me to fully develop the sound that I have now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that have impacted that, just being in Atlanta, having influences. I'm actually from California, so as far as music, my influences range from like New York boom bap to like Atlanta trap to some West Coast music. It's just a large plethora of things that kind of just helped me develop my sound to what it is today.
Cool. Do a lot of people consider you more of a model than an artist?
Sometimes, I guess with my page, the way that it's going now, like, the way that I kind of gained a following was from like photography and from going to festivals and events. Like, girls would just take pictures of me and then post them. And then I'd just be seen on the Explore page. That's kind of how I got most of my female following. But I guess for a long time I wasn't really putting out music. Like, I wasn't making it known, vocally known like I am now. Like, I just dropped a single for the tape that I plan to release next month. And then the single, it did relatively well on Instagram. So it's like, I guess with artists, I'm not the type of person to want to shove down the fact that I make music down people's throats, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people use that approach. Some people, you know what I'm saying, they try to do it, but it's like, people, their followers think that they're annoying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to give people space. It's just, hey, I create, but I'm not gonna, like, force you to listen, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes people just fuck with me off the strength of my image, which is fine, because I know at some point I'm gonna be able to transition those people into actual, like, fans.
And do you feel like you've been doing it so far with your music and your visuals? Because I seen your last video, it was dope as fuck, you feel what I'm saying?
I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, like, definitely, the more that I put the time in and kind of, like, plan everything out as far as marketing and the way that I want my page to look and the type of, I guess you could say, reputation that I want my brand to have, it's definitely coming together, for sure.
I feel you. So how important is it to have a strong team as far as like marketing yourself and a team, a business team?
It's extremely important for me, especially today. Like, there's no artist in the game right now that's eating by themselves, you know what I'm saying? Everyone either has a manager, they have their producers, they have their labels. All of that is important. For me, I have a production team of independent producers that I met online over the course of the year, the last few years, I should say. That's kind of how I developed my sound. I just use in-house producers. I'm not out here just like, oh, you make beats, let me get that beat. You know what I'm saying? I really try to have like an established sound. That way, when it's time, like, major labels could look and just see the foundation that I've set already between me and my team. So
what type of relationship do you have with your manager and with management?
it's new. That's a new deal that that we're establishing. But I feel like having a manager, like, he's helped me a lot already. You know what I'm saying? Like, every independent artist, especially out here, if you really want to take the next step, you need someone that's backing you. You know what I'm saying? You need a team. Like, you cannot do this shit by yourself. Like, you can't get put on these festivals, these major shows by yourself. Like, it's just damn near impossible. So I really appreciate him. I know that we grown. Like, we gonna make something shape.
So how do you get to that point where you could trust somebody to like run your career and run your life and just be there for you when it comes to making the right decision for your career?
Yeah, just conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as my manager, he wasn't pressing me to like sign up papers right away. Like, it just takes good trust. If you're on the same page with someone, sometimes you just know off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just talk, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can read people's energy and then you know who good for you and who not sometimes.
I could read that. I could read that. So how do you come up with your ideas musically?
Man, sometimes it just, I hear a sound, I go in the studio, listen to the beat over and over again. I usually don't write off the rip. Like, it takes me 4 or 5 times to listen to a beat. I come up with a flow in my head. Usually my creative process is influenced by like music that I'm listening to at the time. So it's just a list of things. Like, sometimes I could wake up in the morning and I have a whole idea for a song. But sometimes I won't write for weeks or months and then I come up with like some shit people really fucking with, you know what I'm saying? There's no real set process for me. It just keep your mind open, keep your mind sharp, and then create that way.
I feel this. So how long does it normally take you to put a project together, like an EP?
Yeah, I'm someone that I really like to take my time. So right now, the project that I'm about to drop, I've been writing it since November. So right now we in October. It's been about a year, but I feel like it's ready. You know what I'm saying? There's no rush. I'm never the type of person to rush on a project. So I guess a year. You know,
That's what's up, man.
fresh
So
on a project.
my bad. So what could we expect out of you in these following years?
Man, it's about to go up. Like, no one really know my name. Like, people don't know I've been doing the whole underground thing for about 2 years. I've headlined a lot of shows out here, a lot of venues,
I see, man.
and I just been performing, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I feel like I'm prepared for the industry. Like, just the whole circuit of doing the underground shit, doing free shows, getting your name out there. A lot of artists take that for granted, and a lot of artists that already given like handouts. They have these connections, you know what I'm saying? I never had none of that shit. I just been working from the ground up. So now it's like, now that I've done that, I'm just ready for what's next, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just stay hungry and just push it.
I feel it.
For
So
sure.
I see the engagement you have on your Instagram page. I'm sure you have a lot of real fans and you've done a lot of shows underground.
Yeah.
How are you
Sure.
marketing yourself to like different events, different venues when it comes to how much you want for a show, how many people you could bring out to the show?
Yeah, over time it's just growing, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at first I was doing shows just to get my name out there. But now it's like, after you do a certain amount of shows, you build up this resume, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like you get in DMs, you get in emails, yo, I want you on the show. It's like, there's a fee now, you know what I'm saying? I can't keep doing these free shows. Like, you see me do one show, I shut that bitch down. You want me to shut your shit down. But it's like, you just built that name for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here just doing people favors all the time. You won't eat that way, for sure.
I feel it, man. Well, shit, man, I appreciate you for coming through, man, chopping it up with us, man. Is there anything you want to say before we start?
Nah, thank you, brother. Shout out Rich on Faith TV.
And go mess with this news, man. He go all the way up. Very creative, man. And shout out to management. And shit, we out, man. It's Rich on Faith TV. All right.